And Guy, 90% of successful suicides are completed by someone with an underlying diagnosable mental illness. But it's a topic that many of us try to avoid. Why? One word: stigma.
It is stigma. People do not want to have these disorders. They don't know what to do about them. They don't talk about them.
Clarke with the National Alliance of Mental Illness, Southern Arizona, says 50% of people who live with mental illness have diagnosable symptoms by the age of 14.
The average time between noticeable symptoms and diagnosis and treatment is 10 years.
Oftentimes abuse, neglect, a tragedy, any kind of trauma can trigger a mental illness.
Young people like this unfortunate young man probably was struggling with emotions or feelings or difficulties that either he was unwilling or unable to share with anyone else, or if he did, they dismissed it or ignored it.
Romans says parents and teachers are the solution. Oftentimes, students behave differently depending on who they are around. Some warning signs include change of behavior. A person who is generally happy suddenly becomes withdrawn, a drop in grades, and losing interest in sports or clubs.
These are signals. They don't always mean mental illness, but they often do.
Romans says if your loved one expresses suicidal thoughts, don't ignore them.
The best thing that you can do is ask them, are you planning something? Do you have a plan? If you're thinking about taking your own life,